If you like the video, please subscribe Technical PCT channel and click the bell icon to get the latest videos.
The reflect mirror audience. What is meant by a mirror? At which the reflection will take place. Is a device mirror out of which the reflect mirrors are of two types. Mirrors are of two types. One spherical mirror or curved mirror. The surface is straight. One side. If we consider the spherical mirror, the spherical it is a part of a sphere in which the outer spherical is that mirror in which the surface is straight, out of which one surface is polished, the other surface is a reflecting surface. The spherical mirror is that mirror. It is a part of a complete sphere. This is polished. That is the spherical mirror. Before going to D, once again revise about beam image formation. Beam image formation. The beam is of three types: parallel beam already discussed. Convergent beam, and divergent beam. Divergent beam. Whenever we consider the light, it is represented by this time the after refraction. Once again, we must know the parallel beam, convergent beam, divergent beam. If we take the convergent beam, especially after the reflection, after the refraction, the light rays are going to really meet at a point. That beam is called the convergent beam. How to understand the after refraction or meet at a point, really converges to a point, then the beam is said to be convergent beam. Divergent beam, the light rays appears to meet after reflection, after refraction. They appears to be coming from a point. They appears to be meeting at a point. That beam is called divergent beam. What is meant by the convergent beam? What is meant by the divergent beam? After reflection, after refraction, if the light rays really meets at a point, then that beam is called convergent beam. After reflection, after refraction, if the light rays appears to meet, appears to be coming from a point, then that beam is called divergent beam. At this point, what will be formed? Image will be formed. How to form the image of an object in optics? How to form the image is that point at which the light rays really meets or appears to meet after reflection or refraction. Most important, how to form the image of an object in optics. Image is that point. Image is that point at which the light rays really meets or appears to meet after reflection or after refraction. That is image formation. Image formation. 1 second. A small technical disturbance. This is how the image is formed. Image is formed. Now, how many types of images can we form? What are they? We know how to form the image. Either by means of convergent beam or by means of divergent beam, the image will be formed. image may be of two types. One, real image. Second one, virtual image. What is meant by the real image? What is meant by virtual image? The image formed due to the convergent beam. If the light rays really meets at a point after reflection, after refraction, then the image is said to be the real image. If the light rays appears to meet or appears to be coming from a point after reflection, after refraction, the image is said to be the virtual image. How to identify the real image and the virtual image? The real image is formed due to convergent beam. The light rays really meets at a point after reflection, after refraction. That image is called a real image. Real images can be caught on the screen. Real images can be caught on the screen. So, how to identify the real image? Very simple. If the image is formed due to the convergent beam, or after reflection, after refraction, the light rays really meets at a point, is called the real image. The real images can be caught on the screen. So at this place, if we keep a screen, we can get the image. Then what is virtual image? The virtual image is formed due to divergent beam. Divergent beam means this part. If we see the diagram properly, here the light rays does not meet but appears to meet at point. Therefore, if the image is formed due to the light rays appears to meet at a point, really they do not meet, appears to meet, then that image is called a virtual image. Virtual images cannot be caught on the screen. Caught on the screen. A simple table to understand what kind of image, how to identify the image. First of all, how to form the image of an object. The light ray from the source is allowed to form on the optical instrument, telescope, microscope, whatever we call, device. Then after refraction, after reflection, the light rays may really meet at a point or appears to meet at a point. At this point, what will be formed? Image will be formed. That image which is formed may be real image or virtual image. Real image is that image which is formed due to the convergent rays, or in the case of image formed really meets at a point, all the light rays really meets at a point, then that image is called a real image. Real images can be caught on the screen. If the image is formed due to divergent rays, then the image is called virtual image. In case of virtual image, the light rays appears to meet at a point, appears to be coming from a point. Virtual images cannot be caught on the screen. Therefore, in these two diagrams, in this case, what image is formed? The real image is formed because the rays are convergent beam. In this diagram, the image is a virtual image because the rays are divergent beam. One more important point. In order to form the image, how many light rays are required? How many light rays are to be taken in order to form the image? To form the image, we can take infinite number of light rays. Infinite number of light rays after reflection or after refraction. It is complicated. That's why in the formation of image, minimum, how many light rays are required? 2 light rays, enough. 2 light rays to form the image. One more confusion. Sir, in order to draw the image, how many light rays should I take? We can take infinite number of light rays after reflection, after refraction. It is a complicated ray diagram. To avoid the complication, we will take only 2 light rays after reflection, after refraction. If they meet at a point, 2 enough, then at that point, what will be formed? The image will be formed. This is one concept. To form the image. To form the image. One more thing. The image and object may be the first one, point object, point image, extended object, extended image, frequently using terms in optics before going to plane mirror and the spherical mirrors. Image and object formation and the terms used with that one. Then we can easily understand the entire concept. The object and the image may be of 2 types. Point object, point image. Extended object, extended image. Point object means what? The size of the object is a point in size. Means almost 0. Almost 0. 0 size. Represented by just a dot. Point object, point image. Extended object, extended image. Extended object, extended image means a finite size. 1 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, finite size. So this is the representation of the point size. Whenever we see the ray diagrams, if you observe this symbol, the size of the object or image is point size. Point object, point image. If I see this one in optics anywhere, while drawing the ray diagrams, it represents the extended object or extended image. Extended image. Lastly, the image may be erect image or inverted image. Erect image or inverted image. Inverted image. Once go through the entire board. If you want, take the screenshots. It gives entire information about image, object, the terms which we use in the case of image, in the case of object. If you are perfect in this one, the next concepts becomes easy in entire optics. The first of all, how to form the image of an object. The image of an object is formed due to either convergent beam or divergent beam. Convergent beam means really meets. Divergent beam means appears to meet. Appears to meet. Due to the convergent beam, what kind of image will be formed? Real image will be formed. The light rays after reflection, after refraction, really meets at a point. Real images can be caught on the screen if we keep the screen at that point where they are going to meet. We can get the image. Virtual image is formed due to the divergent beam. This one. Divergent beam. The light rays appears to meet, but they never meets. Appears. Virtual images cannot be caught on the screen. The image can be formed by means of infinite number of light rays after reflection, after refraction, or minimum number of light rays which are required to form the image is only 2 enough. 2 enough. We will not prefer this one, we will prefer this one in optics to form the image. The image may be object and image may be point object, point image, extended object, extended image. What is the meaning of that one? Point object or point image means the size of the object is 0. Almost a point, represented like this. Extended object or extended image is having finite size. 1 centimeter in size, 2 centimeters in size, etc. This is the representation. Representation. And finally, the image may be image formed by any optical device. Maybe erect image and the inverted image. Inverted image. This is about image formation. Now we can easily move deep into optics, either mirror or lens, formation, images, concepts, etc. Now let us consider the first one, plane mirror. After that, we will go to the spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors. Now I am starting the concept of plane mirror. Important for competitive examinations also, along with PUC. Plane mirror. Nearly 3 classes. 3 to 4 classes. So mirror means we know very well 2 surfaces must be there. One surface is highly polished. The other surface, the reflecting surface. Let us consider XY represents a mirror. This portion is a polished portion, silvered portion. The reflecting surface. Let us consider one more diagram also simultaneously. We will complete both point object and also the extended object. No need to study separately. Now I am going to explain the formation of image by point object, the formation of image by extended object in case of plane mirror. 2 concepts at a time. Case 1, point object. Case 2, extended object. Extended object. 2 diagrams at a time. Separate it. We can have clarity. What represents XY? XY represents a mirror. In that mirror, one surface is the polished surface, the other surface is a reflecting surface. The most important thing in case of mirror, we have to define pole of the mirror. Pole. What is meant by pole? Pole is nothing but geometrical center of the mirror is called the pole of the mirror. Geometrical center. If it is of 10 centimeters from the top or from the bottom at a distance of 5 centimeters, represent a point. That is the pole of the mirror. In case of plane mirror, how to identify the pole of the mirror? It is nothing but geometrical center of the mirror is called the pole of the mirror. I am giving example also. Let us suppose it is of 20 centimeters. So either from the bottom or from the top, 10 centimeters represent a point. That is the geometrical center. The geometrical center is called the pole of the mirror. In this case also, this represents the pole of the mirror. So in the diagram, P represents what? The pole of the mirror. Then the next important one, principal axis. Principal axis in a plane mirror. The principal axis is nothing but, it is a straight line which is drawn perpendicular to the mirror, passing through the pole. What is the principal axis? The principal axis is nothing but it is a straight line. Straight line. Which is drawn. Which is drawn. Which is drawn. Perpendicular to mirror. Passing through the pole. Passing through the pole is called what? It is called the principal axis. We can take from where to where? We can draw the line from minus infinity to plus infinity. This is the principal axis. Two important definitions in case of the plane mirror. One is the pole, the other one is the principal axis. While studying the mirrors, first we have to locate these two. We have to draw these two. Before the image formation, object distance, image distance, where it is formed. Before that, whenever we take the mirror, first represent the pole. Next, draw the principal axis. Pole means geometrical center of the mirror is called the pole of the mirror. Principal axis means it is the straight line drawn perpendicular to the mirror, passing through the pole of the mirror is called principal axis. Principal axis. You may ask me, sir, from where to where I have to take? Can I draw only 2 centimeters on this side, 2 centimeters on this side? Not necessary. We can take from minus infinity to plus infinity, the principal axis. So in this case also, in case 2 also, we can draw the pole and also the principal axis behind the mirror and also in front of the mirror. In front of the mirror. Now we can proceed. Image formation. Image formation. If you are drawing on the book, this diagram, draw along with me. After the completion of the ray diagram, we cannot understand where we started, where we ended. Draw the ray diagrams along with me. Take the object, point object on the principal axis. This is the object. I have to form the image. I have to form the image. Let us consider the distance of the object is some u. What represents u? U represents the distance of the object. The pole is just like origin in the coordinate system. All the distances must be measured only from the pole in case of mirrors. In case of mirrors, whatever the distances we measure, it is only from the pole. It is taken as origin. Taken, considered. This word represents what? Object. Object. What is the object distance? From where the object distance is measured? The object distance is measured from the pole. Pole to object. Let us imagine u is the object distance. First of all, we have to form the image. Previously we discussed how many light rays are required from the object in order to form the image. Only 2 light rays enough. We can take more than. We can take more than. What is the first light ray I am taking? Normal incidence. What is the first light ray I am taking? Normal incidence. In the previous class we discussed, if I turn the paper, if you get recall my previous class, whenever the light ray falls normally onto a surface, it will be reflected back along the same path. For normal incidence, I value 0, R value 0, D value 180. So I am taking the first light ray. First light ray. This is my first light ray. Incident light ray. Falls at the pole. Normally, I value 0. If it falls normally, it is reflected back. This is the first reflected ray. First reflected ray. First light ray over. Now one more light ray I require to form the image. One more light ray I require to form the image. Image. I will take one more point. The light ray falls onto the mirror. This is second incident ray. Second incident ray. Second incident ray. First we have to draw the normal. Without normal, already told, we cannot do anything in the reflection. This is the incident ray. This is the normal. The light ray reflects like this. Second incident ray. This is a second reflected ray. Second reflected ray. Angle of incidence. Let us imagine theta. Angle of reflection is also equal to theta. Because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second law. First, if you understand up to here, we can proceed. What I did, I can move a little bit fast, but without understanding, no use. XY is the mirror, P is the pole, principal axis, minus infinity to plus infinity, O is the object, object distance, U. From where object distance is measured, always the pole is treated as an origin in plane mirrors. All the distances are measured from pole only. Pole to object is the object distance. That is U. I want to form the image. Previously I discussed, in order to form the image, how many light rays are enough? Minimum light rays, only 2. How many light rays maximum I can take? Infinite. If I take infinite, the diagram becomes complicated. So always in optics, we will take only 2 light rays, not compulsory. So first light ray, first one, this one. First incident ray. What is that one? Normal incidence. In case of normal incidence, I value 0, R value 0, D value 180. So light ray travels like this, once again comes back. After falling on the mirror, it will come back, retraces its path. First incident ray over, second, first reflected ray over. I want one more light ray to form the image. Second light ray, this one. Falls at point, this already P over, XY over, let us imagine A, falls at A. In order to study the reflection at A, we have to draw what? Normal. at A. This is the normal dotted line. Light ray incidence at A with an angle theta, angle of incidence, reflected into the same medium. Same medium. What is the angle of reflection? Theta is the angle of reflection. This is the second reflected ray. This is the first reflected ray. Now I have to form the image. Whether these rays are convergent or divergent. If we see the first ray will travel like this, second ray will travel like this, they will never meet. First ray will travel like this. See the diagram. Second reflected ray will travel like this. They will never meet. So they are not convergent. Extend them in the backward direction. Extend them in the backward direction. First ray is backward. Second ray also pulled in the backward direction. So here they appears to meet. At this point, what will be formed? Image will be formed. Like this, you have to form the image. So in the plane mirror, plane mirror, the image is formed due to convergent rays or divergent rays? Divergent rays. Because these two reflected light rays appears to meet at this point. At this point. So the image is formed due to divergent rays. Because it is formed due to divergent rays, what kind of image is formed? Virtual image by a mirror. Virtual image by the mirror. Where the image is formed? In front of the mirror or behind the mirror? See, object is present in front of the mirror. Image is present behind the mirror. So image is formed behind the mirror. We can write all the gist once again. First, what we observe in the formation of image. First point, the image by the plane mirror is due to the divergent rays. Second point, the image is formed behind the mirror if the object is kept in front of the mirror. Third one, because the image is formed due to divergent rays. Divergent rays. The image is a virtual image. By simple geometry we can tell. Simple geometry we can tell. This distance is equal to this distance. This is I. This is also equal to U only. So P to O is equal to P to I. Sir, how can we tell? By geometry. That's why this is geometrical optics. Simple mathematics. If this is theta with x-axis, same line. This is also how much? Theta. This is the x-axis, horizontal line. With the horizontal line, this ray is making theta. With this horizontal line, same light ray makes how much angle? Theta. Theta. If this angle is theta, this angle is also theta. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. So see the triangles formed here. O, A, P. A, P, I are similar triangles. O, A, P. Here I will write O, A, P and API are what triangles? Similar triangles. In similar triangles in mathematics, if two triangles are similar triangles, then automatically the ratios of their sides must be same. Ratios of their sides must be same. Adjacent side, this adjacent side. Opposite side, this opposite side must be same. Or simple thing, write tan theta for this triangle. Write tan theta for this triangle. Because theta are same. Opposite side is same. Adjacent side must be same. Compulsory. Therefore, P to O is equal to P to I. Distance of the object in front of the mirror is equal to distance of the image behind the mirror. Generally it is V. V value is also U in case of plane mirror. Plane mirror. So like this, we can study the formation of the image of a point object. If the size of the object is point in size, image size is also point in size. Point in size. Like this, we can study the formation of the point image due to the point object in case of what mirror? Plane mirror. Plane mirror. Now let us consider this one. This one. Formation of image. Extended object. Extended object. Previously I wrote this is the object extended. AB is the object now. What is the distance? Same. U is the distance. If you have understood this one, we will move a little bit fast there. Means easily we can understand. AB is the extended object. B is the object distance. I will take two light rays. One light ray, normal incidence. Already we know for normal incidence, the light ray is reflected back. The light ray is reflected back. Second light ray, I will take near the pole. Second light ray, I will take near the pole. Near the pole. Reflection will take place. This is the second reflected ray. If the angle of incidence is theta, the angle of reflection is also theta. Same what we did here. This is the first light ray. Normal incidence, reflected back along the same path. This is the second light ray, falls at pole, reflected back by same angle. This will travel like this. This will travel like this. Is there any possibility that these two light rays meet? Never meet. So not convergent beam. I will extend in the backward direction. Light rays. First light ray, extend in the backward direction. Second light ray, extended in the backward direction. They are going to meet. So these two are the divergent beams. Here the image will be formed. Image A dash, B dash is the image. AB is the object. A dash, B dash is the image. Here also same. The image will be formed behind the mirror. Virtual image, because the image is formed due to divergent rays. If this is theta, this is also theta by geometry. So this is also image distance is also same. And the size of the object is equal to the size of the image. Size will also be same. Similar triangles concept. Similar. So from these two diagrams, what we can understand? Case 1, formation of image, point object. Case 2, formation of image, extended object. Either case 1 or case 2. What is the gist? First point, the image is formed due to divergent rays. Second point, because divergent rays, the image is a virtual image. Virtual image. Third point, object is in front of the mirror, image will be behind the mirror. Object distance is equal to image distance. Image size is equal to size of the image is equal to size of the object. Size of the object. So once again go through. We will learn some more points in the next class. So today I am keeping full stop here. This session, take the snapshot or the screenshot so that you can understand. Once again, you can go through. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Once again tomorrow.